hello. Nobody's here yet. Nobody's here yet. Good morning. Yeah, I know. I'm still sleepy too. I still want to go to back. I still want to go back to bed. But it's our live Q&A Wednesday. So I hope everybody is up. And if you guys got questions for me for today with regards to traveling to the Philippines, immigration, or you have other questions related to it, or if I have uploaded a video, you posted a question and I wasn't able to get to it right away, please feel free to put them in the chat box and we shall answer them one by one. So, good morning, everyone. How are you? Like I said, this is live Q&A Wednesday. Drop your questions below. Like I said, we will try to do live once a week for your quiz, for your inquiries and stuff. So, brother Jess is in the house. Hello, brother. How are you? Not sure what United Area offering. Anything special about Cebu flights? Well, they don't really have like a direct flight from San Francisco to Cebu. They would have a layover somewhere in Asian countries. But particularly if you book from San Francisco to Tokyo, then Cebu, then that's about it. It's closer to Davao, brother, just to be honest. Good morning. My question is easy. How long can you stay on a tourist visa? Maurice, initially, when you get to the Philippines, you are given a 30 days visa upon arrival. If you tend to stay longer, that requires an onward ticket. You can get an onward ticket for as low as $16. If you are interested, we uploaded a video on that on where to get it for a legit reservation and what do you call this? You can extend your visa 2 months at a time. For tourists, you can stay up to 36 months in the Philippines by extending your visa 2 months at a time. So when your 36 months is up, you fly out somewhere for at least 24 hours, somewhere in the neighboring Asian countries, then come back and restart again. Sorry, guys, I'm a little under the weather today because my cold is. So please bear with me. Hi, did you already receive your passport? Not yet. So I am guessing my passport probably came from the States. No? Because if it's like they mailed from the States to Manila, then Manila to here. The thing is when they update that your passport is mailed, they don't really give you, excuse me. They don't really give you tracking number to track your mail. So I'm still waiting on it on the mail, uh and it still says what do you call this? Mailed. For 13A visa, married to a Pinoy, I need to live in the Philippines. You don't really have to if you don't want to. It's like I think it's not a requirement as a resident to really stay here. It's like you can have a resident card and go in and out of the Philippines. That's really completely up to you. Does United have a flight from LAX to Manila or Clark? They have a direct flight from San Francisco to Manila. They have started that last October. So, started that last October. Direct flight from San Francisco to Manila. So, this live is going to be 1 hour. or less. It depends how many questions we get today. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to comment it in our chat box so we can answer them one by one. Do you plan on applying for 13A, Brother Jess? Jacob Marcelo, hello, good morning to you. Coffee, everyone. They might have LAX, Steven, but they don't have a direct flight. They would have to have a layover somewhere in Asian countries, then fly with their partner airline, and not really United Airline going to the Philippines unless you do the direct flight from San Francisco. How long is the Philippine resident card take? And upon issuance, how long is it for? So there are two phases for 13A. The first stage is probationary. That is 1 year, 1 year probationary. The process of that is 3 to 4 months. That's including getting the NBA clearance, because NBA clearance takes a month to process. So you will be on probationary. After the probationary period, you apply for your permanent residency, which has lesser requirements actually by that time. And your permanent residency in the Philippines is for life. You are given an ACRI card that you need to renew every 5 years. So for permanent residency, you get 5 years worth of ACRI card, then just renew it every five. Morning po, ask ko lang if okay lang dito sa Pinas mag-register ng e-travel ng husband ko. Nasa Japan ngayon, pabalik kasi siya Saturday. Yes, pwede naman. Pwedeng ikaw mag-rehistro sa kanya. Kahit nasa Japan siya, kung hindi niya kaya mag-rehistro, pwede naman. So, pwede yon, Miss Leia. I am a U.S. citizen and I'm planning to visit my homeland as Balikbayan. Should I need a visa because my travel agent want me to get a visa and I don't want? No, if you're a former Filipino, Miss Nora, you don't need a visa. But if you still have your old Philippine passport or a Philippine birth certificate, that should satisfy the requirement. So you don't need to have a visa. As a Balikbayan, you will be given a 1 year visa upon arrival into the Philippines.
Where's she coming from?
US. The cost for, I think I'm not exactly. I'm just throwing ballparks here, Brother Jess, as what I remember. For polar bears before, his probationary was 18,000 pesos. Then his permanent residency is 12,000. Hong Lopez, hey, Ethan Squad, hello, good morning. Thank you, you're welcome po. So, I'm not surprised that the agent is asking you to have a visa, especially if you are staying in the Philippines for more than 30 days, since you are a holder of a foreign passport. But sometimes agents doesn't know the protocols for former Filipinos coming home to the Philippines as balikbayan on what they show, so they don't what do you call this? So they don't require a visa when they are entering. Yes, you will be given a visa upon arrival, but not beforehand. Magandang umaga. Hello, good morning. How are you guys? Good morning, good morning. Is it too early for everybody or too late, or I don't know. Is it too late? Maybe too early. Resident first, then can I have dual? I don't think dual citizenship will apply to you, brother Jess, especially the US, because it's either if you want to be a Filipino citizen as an American, you would have to give up your American citizenship to become a Filipino citizen. That's all there is to it. Unlike us, Filipinos who have naturalized abroad, became a U.S. citizen, given a privilege to become a dual citizen again by applying for retention or reacquisition of our Filipino citizenship. Late here, 8 p.m., 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Uh, are you in the US, Pong? Morning, ate. Hello, Yanni. Good morning. Nope, not too late. Okay. 9 a.m. where I am, Philippines. Okay, Jacob. Do I need a Philippine passport? I'm a dual citizen. I'm in the Philippines now. You don't really need a Philippine passport as a dual citizen for as long as you have your dual citizenship certificates with you or documents. That's really your option if you want to apply for Philippine passport. So Rosalina, when you entered the Philippines, what did you show the immigration or upon check-in? What documents did you show the airline or the immigration? Midwest. Okay. Bummer. I was going to buy home next to Pacquiao in Forbes Park. Wishful thinking. That's fast. Like, no, no. Condominium na lang, Brother Jess. He wants to buy. I think he already sold that house. He already sold that house, Brother Jess. They don't have a house there anymore. On the news, it got renovated and it was sold. So, good morning, Miss Benilda. Hello, good morning. So, like I said, guys, if you got questions for me and stuff for the videos that we uploaded recently, if you guys haven't checked it out, please check out the channel. We also have these videos uploaded in our Facebook page. So you got two access for our videos. We have Facebook and YouTube. So please feel free to check them out for the latest travel updates to the Philippines, immigration, and to those who have not subscribed the channel yet, please feel free to subscribe. It's completely free. And don't forget to check that notification bell. That way, you guys will be notified every time we go on live or we upload a new video. Foreigner can't even buy land unless a corp business with a limited ownership. I cannot really uh say the details on that because it's too complicated and it has a lot of process if you want to go through it for foreigners who wants to buy properties in the Philippines. So it would be best to talk to a lawyer to if you really want to invest or buy some property in the Philippines as a foreign national. It can be done in, like you said, for business with limited ownership and stuff, but it's best to uh really talk to a lawyer on that so you will know the ins and outs, what's the rules of buying properties in the Philippines, what's your limit, how much you can buy, what's the percentage of the ownership, who you need to be who you need to partner with to buy a certain amount of property, because that's it's like the reason I don't really talk much about it in the channel when it comes to buying properties, even for Filipinos and stuff. I don't talk much about it because first, I know very little or in buying properties and stuff. And if I ever discuss that in the channel, I would love to have a professional do it with me. You know what I'm saying? To really explain what entails to own a property in the Philippines, you know. So do you have any more questions, guys? Like I said, I can be here for 30 minutes or so, up to an hour, because Mama Judy's around 10 o'clock. I have to cook lunch for my babies so I can take them to school. But if you guys have any more questions, concerns, inquiries with regards to our videos, or drop your questions and I will try my very best to answer them one by one. What's the best visa to try for to get my market over here in the US? Kasi we plan on marrying there in May. If Tal Volcano would behave, should we do that or wait till here? You have two options, Pong. It's like, at the moment, what I can see, the fastest visa petition for the US is K1. That's the fiance visa. If you marry in the Philippines, if you plan on getting married in the Philippines, that's a spousal visa, that's CR1. It takes longer. It's like we have, I'm not discouraging you. That's really completely up to you what you guys' plan are. But we have a subscriber here that uh, applied for the spousal visa, CR1, and it's almost like 1 year after they got approved, and they still don't have an interview schedule at the US Embassy Manila. So while on the other hand, we have a subscriber that was way behind in filing his K1, his fiance visa for his fiance, and she just had an interview and approved her visa, and she's after she gets her after she gets her CFO seminar, then she's on her way to the States. So you really gotta weigh which route you want to go, because for K1 or fiance visa, it's faster when she gets to the US. You have 90 days to get married and stuff. There's advantages and disadvantages to it, because for fiance visa, she gets to the US, you have 90 days to get married, then you have to apply for the adjustment of status. That's the 2-year green card. While the spousal visa, when it gets approved, she gets to the US, she doesn't have to apply for the adjustment of status anymore, because she's going to be an immigrant right away. As soon as she steps on any US soil, she will have her green card right away when she lands, like a week after her green card will be mailed. That's her 2-year green card. So those are the disadvantages timeline wise on the application and process. Looks like the fiance visa is still the fastest visa when petitioning your fiance or your wife. I want to start my residency process when I get there. Just go to BI. Is it in Davao? Are you applying it in Davao or are you applying it in Manila? And for how long are you going to be here in the Philippines, Brother Jess? Because you have to be in the Philippines when during the process, or at least like be here when it's approved, and you can go, because right now, since everything is open, they now go through interviews and stuff. Unlike with us before when we did the 13A, uh, they waived the interview because of, waived the interview because of the pandemic. What about I-129 from my side? Yeah, that's the I-129. I believe that's the fiance visa for petitioning her. Nephew is getting married on Manila in August. Guess that process will take long for wife to travel to US, but at least she come to California with green card. Hmm. How long are you staying here? Ayan. What's Ayan? I wish we could fly straight through San Francisco to Dumaguete. Baggage is rechecked again and again. Napa is too much. I like your channel, long time subscriber. Thank you, David. Yes, that's usually the problem of travelers, because sometimes no direct flight. With my husband before, what we do, we book his flight through Philippine Airlines because his final destination is here in General Santos City. So he would fly from Louisiana to LA, then catch, because domestic flights in the US, you have to pay a certain fee also for your baggage. But he would fly from Louisiana to LAX, catch his flight from LAX to Manila, then Manila to Jensen. The good thing about Philippine Airlines, if you book it all at once, they will transfer your bag already. They're the ones doing that. You don't need to claim it. And do you normally claim it, Beb, and recheck it again? Oh, he said he would claim it in Manila and recheck it again. But the thing before with Philippine Airlines, when they were exclusively using Terminal 2, it's like you claim it and drop it off. They don't even weigh or anything. What the problem starts is when you have different airlines. Like if you're flying with a different airline and you're flying with a different airline also locally to get to your final destination, the baggage allowance policy change. So, but thanks, David, for being a long time subscriber. It really means a lot. Yikes, more waiting. Thank you po. K1 it is. Now what about I-29? I read that it will increase the price. Oh, that's, I'm not surprised that they are increasing the I-129. That's for fiance, I believe. So, or yeah, that's non-immigrant petition. That's petition for your fiance. So I'm not surprised if they are increasing the fee for that. That's K1, Pong. The I-29. That's the form you fill out when you are petitioning your fiance coming to America. Miss you, Miss A. Hey, Melissa. How are you? Looking to stay 3 months, not enough, right? No. For probationary, it really depends on their process right now, but 3 months, I don't, because the NBI alone is 1 month, 3 weeks tops. 3 weeks the earliest to get the clearance. Leaving na, thanks sa advice mo sis, pero na-charge pa din kami ng 7 kilos for extension sa BI. 7K? 7 kilos. 7K for extension sa BI Taytay Rizal. Ilang months ito, Melissa? Ilang months siya? Napakamahal ng experience about that. Yes, eto ba yung si ano? Ito ba yung from ano, Italy, CC, na hindi nyo na-avail yung anong tawag nito, yung balikbayan visa? I'm seeing Ana Airlines on my third trip. How are they compared to Philippine Airlines? I thought Pa was, it's like I've heard a lot of bad feedbacks about Philippine Airlines and stuff, because every traveler has its own experience when they are flying to the Philippines. And so far with us, when we fly with Philippine Airlines, we don't normally have a problem with them. Like we don't really have bad experience. Yes, we experience delay and stuff, but you get compensated on it when their flight is delayed with Philippine Airlines. Like if it really gets delayed, they feed you, or if it's a longer delay, they accommodate you and stuff. But like I said, I cannot really compare my experience to others because, like I said, we have our own experience on flying. But so far with Philippine Airlines, we did not really encounter any problem flying with it, and we like the fact that when we land in the Philippines, we are already in the Philippines. So the direct flight is really a treat. Hi, notice the immigration department has only updated the visa approval 3 times this year. Seems very slow compared to 2023. Awaiting three. Oh, it's probably because they have resumed on their normal process with 13A. With us before, William, we did not have to go through the interview and stuff, initial interview, final interview, and all. They got that all waived because it's the pandemic. But now that everything is back to normal, they are probably doing the whole process of 13A. So, when did you apply for your 13A, William, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, yes. Oo, mahal talaga sis yung extension. It's like their extensions right now is very expensive. So hopefully next time, sis, when you guys come back, you guys can avail for the balikbayan visa to go through to the immigration process together na talaga. Pong, I like Paul due to direct flights. Issues are Manila Airport is a pain. Yes. Super, dapat mag-work ka na sa immigration, mas reliable ka. I've been offered to work, but no. I love my job right now. Parang napaka-complicated. Can you imagine me working at the immigration officer? And as an immigration officer at the airport, our subscribers are gonna come through. I'm just gonna wave you guys and yep, go. No eche moreche. I didn't see an issue even if I'm 6 feet tall. I was worried about space. NAA, I never heard of them. It's like it really depends. My husband is 6'3", 360 pounds. So he flies with Philippine Airlines before. He normally flies with economy. He survived all that flights. So granted, from time to time, he would do an upgrade on business class. Social. But it's flying business class is really a treat, but they're just so expensive. But no, from time to time, especially if they have vacant seats, you can what do you call that? Apply for an upgrade. You normally before when my husband still flies back and forth from the US to the Philippines, they would offer $800 to fly business class. So or 500. You can't get that now, you know. Can't get that now. I tried Japan Airlines. Plane was empty to Tokyo. Made us wait an additional 4 hours to fill the plane to Manila. Oh, can you imagine? Japan Airlines just flying, not a full flight. That's a lot of money to lose. Especially going back to Amland. Jess, only problem is I had was going back. You'd be great. Ha, ikaw pinaka... She said if I work for the immigration officer, I would have the longest line. That would be funny. All paperwork and interviews completed. Talking about updates on PI website. Oh, for your... is this your probationary or permanent? If you're a probationary, you would know that it's approved when a validity date is already posted. So normally you have your file, your name, the type of visa, the date you filed, and the next to it is the validity date column. If you see that they have posted a date already in the validity column, then that you will know you're approved. And when you are approved, they will contact you to go to the office again, bring your passport so they can implement your visa. You gotta sign some paperwork, gotta do, I don't know if you already did your biometrics for your ACR. So ACR iCard, maybe when they call you to get your visa implemented in your passport, they will also give you your ACR iCard by that time. It's been about 7 weeks. Oh, it's still early. Since you filed 7 weeks, that's only 2 months. My husband before we waited 5 months for probationary. Which office is this? ANA Angel only offers day flight to Tokyo. I like flying. Like I said, we like Philippine Airlines because it's a direct flight. And if they don't have and if we don't do Philippine Airlines, we normally do Delta Airlines. So, because Delta and Japan Airlines are, I think, partners when you fly from the Philippines to the US. So from Manila, you have a layover in Japan, which is my favorite airport to layover. Then fly to the US. Then from the US, your layover is in Incheon, Korea. So you can't really complain. Yes. So my first was 16-hour layover back in Korea, had whole airport to myself, and Incheon had smoking area, was a stink for Instagram photos. Yeah, it's like my husband, as soon as he get off the plane, he wouldn't care about his baggage or anything. He wants to find the smoking area because he hasn't smoked for like 16 long hour flight, and that's the first thing he would ask. Yes, probationary normally takes about 4 to 5 months process, William. Be surprised if I'll be surprised if it gets done on third month. But that's the normal process for ano probationary. US immigration for permanent resident card for wife send us a letter requesting proof of relationship, hoping that means no interview for the card. No, that's actually request for further evidence. Did you guys not send more proof for your relationship? It's not actually a good thing when they request additional document. If it was requesting additional document with your financial information or when it comes to your money in the bank, I wouldn't be too worried. But if they are requesting proof of your relationship, huh? What triggered that? Why are they asking for a proof? They're making sure you guys are legit. Oh no. LAX layover was 40 minutes. I had to run to terminal and look for your people and found my gate. Grabe. 40 minutes? Grabe pong. That is too short. Especially at LAX. That's a huge airport. I wouldn't ano. Whenever I book our flight, I would have to have at least 4 hours layover. In every layover I have, it's like I would have to have at least. I don't really move quick. You know. Hi, ma'am. Hello, Kathleen. Kathleen Joy Santos Reyes. Hello. Good morning. Seems other people wife knows also got those letters. Ah, must be a new protocol for USCIS. No, because they're not the only ones who receive that kind of letter. Additional proof for relationship must be an added process, brother Jess. Super running felt like 2 miles. Yeah, I could imagine. It's like I've been to LAX, and if you're flying, it's like you have to completely go to a different building for that. for flight to the Philippines with Philippine Airlines. So, oh my goodness. Good morning, Rosalita. Regarding sa DS-82 form, renewal of US passport. Number 9, list other name. Di po kasya sa boxes. Disregard ko na lang. Nag-change name ka ba, Kathleen? Kasi kung hindi ka naman nag-change name, kung yung, for example, yung US passport mo ngayon, same pa rin yung name mo, you don't need to fill that out. Kasi ako hindi ko naman yung change name lang talaga is kung yung nagpalit ka. Yung magiging for example, yung dating US passport mo, after 5 years, nag-change name ka at gusto mo, yun yung gagamitin mo sa bagong passport renewal mo. Yun yung ibig sabihin nila ng change name. But if you're still using the same name with your old passport, hindi na yun siya kailangan i-fill out, Kathleen. No need na po yun. Hoping no interview in just the card. Yeah, it's been no. It's about time that they should give you your green card. It's been how long, Brother Jess? Hindi po. So, wag mo na yung, what's the best proof if they ask? Island hopping photos, Jollibee autograph, those. With me before, I brought like a lot. Like, yes, photos. It's important that the photos are timestamped because they would see when that happened. That really helps. Like, yes, phone conversation, any types of you guys' communication, that's a proof. And if you guys are going out for a vacation, staying in a hotel, what I do before is I would have the receipt put both in our names because you can request that from the hotel. So both of our names are in there and stuff, family photos with family members and stuff. Then I I have also the receipts of the money that he sends me, the receipts of the gifts he sends me, and everything. Anything and everything you can prove that your relationship is legit, minus those things that they don't really need to know behind closed doors. You don't need to let them know that. They probably won't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you po so much. Naglakay maiden name. Ay, hindi na. Wag na yon, wag na yon. Kasi hindi naman complicated yun sa akin, hindi ko na nilagay, Kathleen. Kasi yung name ko, same pa rin naman. Hindi pa rin nagbago. Kasi nung pag-apply ko kasi ng US passport, married name na yung ko. So, as is na lang, hindi talaga siya nagbago. Huwag mo na yung i-fill out para hindi na siya complicated. Flight itinerary. Yes, flight itinerary when you visited the Philippines. Your not just the itinerary, include the boarding passes and all. That way, don't because I include mines before with my husband's boarding passes before when he comes to visit. It's filed. I brought this thick, especially with photos. I brought a lot. Thank you so much for your welcome. I'm really hoping I will receive my physical passport this week because we really need to file our tax. This is in the middle of March already and we haven't filed it yet because my government IDs on records are expired. So, unlike in the Philippines, you can just, hey, can you process it? And I will follow up with the IDs. Not the states. You have to have it beforehand before you can file anything. So I'm really hoping that I would receive my US passport this week. Then I can send a copy to our accountant and she can file our tax for this year. Because the deadline is, fast approaching. Yeah, any evidence you can show them, Pong, for proof of relationship, that it's like do as many as you can, you know, do as many. Da-da-da. 40 minutes in. Do you see guys still have any questions? Hey Warren, good morning. Good morning to you. I really appreciate you. Salamat during the pandemic. You helped me get the right travel documents. And I like to think it was easier both times because of this channel. Let's see this tatlo time. You're very welcome, Pong. And hopefully your process getting your fiance to the US is going to be smooth. And just follow the requirements. Just, you know, send them as many proof as you can. My asawa is becoming US citizen easier to become dual citizen in the Philippines. Uh she is eligible to be a dual citizen, David, if that was your question. Dual citizens, you can apply in the US or you can apply here in the Philippines. But I've heard the process here in the Philippines, because you have to process it at the Bureau of Immigration, is longer than processing it in the States. So if she wants to be a dual citizen, I highly suggest to apply it at the US at the Philippine embassy or consulate where you guys are under the jurisdiction of, like, because they have its own jurisdictions, and every Philippine consulate over there. So where you guys belong, that's where you apply. And normally, I've heard in the US, dual citizenship process is within the day. So, unlike here in the Philippines, when you apply for dual citizenship at the Bureau of Immigration, it would take months. So, if you guys are still in the US, then do some European countries have similar K1 process? Australia? I am not sure. Maybe they have what do you call this? Similar process, because Canada don't do K1, but they have the common law process and stuff. And for sure, I'm not sure with Australia. I'm not really familiar with their uh, process when it comes to visa. Last question, maybe. Does the permanent 13A visa time frame starts 13A probationary approval date? Yes. It would start on the date of issued will start on the day your visa is issued, not on the day you have applied for the probationary, or on the day it got approved. I'm sorry. So it's like, because on your ACRI card, because that's what I've noticed. It's like, just like my husband, we got his ACRI card for his uh probationary before around January, but he got approved around December, and that's what the date of issue was stated in there. So the date of issue is when your 13A visa got approved. But it shouldn't take that long, William, when your 13A visa is approved. Wait about a month. Wait about a month, and everything should be completed just within the month, because they should contact you to bring your passport for visa implementation. By the way, William, where did you apply for the 13A? Yes, yes, po, I think she's up. Time to bug her. Okay. Trying to get some friends to come to the Philippines. Wife wants to marry again in Davao. 14-hour flight scare them. Are we invited? We don't have to fly. We just have to drive. That would really cool. That way her family could, because you guys got married in the US. So it's time to have a I'm sorry. It's time to have a wedding in the Philippines. Go for that, brother Jess. 14 hour. It's like, it's not like they are walking. They're just sitting on the plane, watch a movie. That's it. It's an experience. Absolutely. Live in Makati, apply that main. Oh, may it should that's it's like the 4 to 5 months is here in the Philippines. Is here in different field offices. But if it's in the main office, it might be shorter. Because from us over here, we applied in Bureau of Immigration Davao. Davao City would check the paperwork and everything, making sure your documents are complete. Then they would send it to the main office in Manila. The processing is at the main office in Manila. When everything looks good, everything is approved, they would send it back to Davao. Then Davao will inform us that it's approved. So that's why it takes longer from here. But if you applied at the main office, it should be shorter. So you might hear from it anytime soon, William. Oh, I got a long love letter. Good morning po. I want to ask if there's any necessary documents besides the foreign passport for my son to exit the Philippines. He's a Polish citizen, a naturalized Filipino because I'm the mom, Filipino citizen. We arrived in the Philippines May the 17th, 2023 and plan to go back this June 2024. I believe I will need to pay for my travel tax, and so does he, if I'm correct. I haven't applied his dual citizenship yet, but will do when we get back to Poland, also acquired. So, my first question, Miss Reese, when your son entered in the Philippines with you, was he given a balikbayan visa since he was flying with you as a Philippine passport holder? Po. That's very important. Number two, when he flies back, it's like you arrive in May. So, and if you plan on going back in June, that's over a year. So if in that case he would have stayed more than a year over here, that requires a visa extension with your child, Miss Reese. Since he was born to a Filipino parent, he doesn't really have to apply for dual citizenship application, because that's what my kids are, and it applies to the the Philippine consulate in Poland. All you gotta do with your son is apply for the report of birth, because your son is actually dual citizen by birth. You just need to report his birth so he gets recognized as a Filipino citizen. When the report of birth is approved, then you can apply for his Philippine passport already. You don't need to go through the application of dual citizenship because he is a dual citizen. It just needs to be recognized by filing for the report of birth. That's what happened to our kids. They were born to a Filipino parent. So all we gotta do is file for the report of birth so they get recognized by, their Filipino citizenship and applied for their passport. That's all there is. But for your question, like I said, did he no balikbayan visa yet. It's his first time arriving last May. He has PSA copy of report of birth and has Philippine passport. Oh, okay. If he's got PSA copy of report of birth and has Philippine passport, then no. Travel tax na lang yung babayaran. Kasi he's already got a Philippine passport and the report of birth. That should do the. It's like just present his Polish passport and his Philippine passport when you guys leave the Philippines. Tricky question. Wife enters the Philippines as balikbayan. Can she show American travel docs to leave, parole, permit, green card to avoid exit tax? Why was she stamped balikbayan? Because she's a Filipino passport. They don't stamp her passport balikbayan or the balikbayan visa. Because when she arrives the Philippines, brother Jess, her passport will be
Just a regular stamp.
stamped with the date of her arrival. That's about it. No balikbayan, no 1 year visa, no nothing. And the parole permit, green card, the travel tax, exit tax. For green card holders, they only pay if they have stayed in the Philippines for 1 year. Your wife can actually ask for a refund on that because uh she shouldn't be required paying it. That's what happened to me before. When I left the Philippines, I have to pay for a travel tax. When I came back and showed them my green card, a copy of my passport and stuff, I was able to get the refund for the travel tax they charged me. Because for green card holders, you don't really need to pay travel tax unless you have stayed in the Philippines for over a year. Okay, thanks po. Big help. You're very welcome, Miss Reese. Safe travels po. Uh, I got 10 more minutes, guys, for your questions because I will have to start cooking here shortly. I have to do the mama duty. So, if you have any more questions, please drop them in the comment box and let's get them answered. I'm calling my dog because he's over there. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. No. Say hi to Bibi. When are you both coming back to the US? We're just waiting on something, Brother Jess. We're hoping this year when the kids are out of school, but that really depends if the money we are waiting for comes in. Because, there's five of us. It's like when I was looking for tickets, it's like ticket is going to be about 7, 8 grand for all five of us. So it's kind of like purchasing a house already in the Philippines. You know, it's expensive. Hi, madam. If I create an account with eTravel, come on my laptop, can I access the app too? No, it's completely separate. As like your credentials from eTravel on the website is not the same with you cannot use your credentials on etravel.gov.ph on the app logging in. You have to sign up on the app too. But you're rich. I hope. Oh my god. Sana all rich. But no, we are not. We are not rich. But yeah, when I was looking for the flight tickets, it's gonna be around 7 grand. That's just the tickets. It's like the domestic flights are not even included in there. Hotel accommodation, food, not even included there yet. So, another question po. My husband is already ACR. TRV will expire September 2024. He will leave this April, no defined time yet when to go back here in the Philippines. We will get ECCB soon. If the if the TRV expired, what will be the next step when he gets back to the Philippines? This is his temporary resident visa, right? When you go, I am not. It's like I am not sure if they are going to, what do you call this? It's at the very tip of my tongue. I don't know if they will allow him to update it or the best thing he can do is renew if it's but it's temporary kasi. TRV, bakit po TRV? Temporary resident visa. Kung expire na ito, you just probably have to renew it. It's like when you guys get back or when he gets back to the Philippines, go to the nearest Bureau of Immigration and have it renewed or extend if they're going to, because for sure he can get a new one again if he wants to go that route. My ticket is $905 round trip. Wow, that's cheap actually. Well, uh August is off peak. Is that off peak season? That's actually not bad, brother Jess. For 900 bucks. Round trip already. I and my sister going to Taiwan on April 7th. Oh, that's my birthday. For 4 days only. We will be back to the Philippines. We are US passport. I'm balikbayan. We should make e-travel out of the Philippines. How about we are coming back to the Philippines again? For foreign passport holders, no, you don't need to register for e-travel if you're a foreign passport holder departing the Philippines, but entering back, yes. You just need to update because right now you have to create an account. So log back in to your e-travel, then do a new QR code or update your travel details on the new travel itinerary that you have. Thank you. Appreciate the responses. You're very welcome po. You're very welcome. That's really nice. Oh, to those who are flying to the Philippines using Philippine Airlines from LAX to Manila, that's a direct flight, 900 bucks. That's cheap. Other places you can get 12 for 1200, 1500. There was one for 1800. So, that's really cheap. It's like whenever we go back to the States, we have to because we're going to Kansas. So even if we fly from Manila to LAX, we still have to have a flight from LAX to Kansas. That's why it gets expensive. And that's always times 5 because there's 5 of us, you know? So it's like plane tickets is like buying a new house. But thank you guys for joining me today. If you don't have any more questions, it's time for me to say bye-bye because I have to start cooking lunch for the girls and take them to school. Thank you all for your questions. I hope I was able to answer your questions, your inquiries and stuff. If you have other questions pa, please feel free to message me in our Facebook page because you cannot really message on YouTube. You can just comment, but sometimes it gets buried when you're commenting, especially when there's a lot. Please don't forget to check out our channel. We have uploaded new videos in the channel for your information guide and stuff going to the Philippines. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We are in YouTube and we are on Facebook as well. So it's completely free to subscribe and don't forget to push that notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time we have new uploads. Thank you and good night. Thank you, Brother Jess. Good morning, Philippines. I bought my ticket, 2 grand round trip. Wow, this what airline is this, Miss Cecilia? See, it's like this. That's the normal price of ticket, 2,000. Like I told my husband, if we fly back to the U.S., we need about 10 grand for our tickets, like 2 grand a piece. United, wow, 2,000. Damn, that's a lot. But that's especially that they have announced the ticket prices are gonna go up. This is probably why. This is probably why. So thank you all for joining. Maraming salamat. I will see you guys next Wednesday for our live. I'm not sure if I can go on Wednesday. I'm sorry because I have a dental appointment. So Can we still use our phones in the Philippines? What kind of phone po, Felicidad? If it's a US phone, they do international roaming and stuff. So they use their phones over here if they avail the international service and all. Apple. Yeah, thank you for all your updates. You're very welcome po. Thank you so much din po. Maraming salamat. I am not sure if I'm coming in on Wednesday. I will just post an announcement on the page or in the channel because like I said, I will have some work done on my teeth. I am not sure it's going to be healed up by that time. I'm not sure if I'm going to get my new sets of teeth by that time, but I will see you guys whenever we come on live. Thank you guys so much for joining and thank you for all the support and trust. Thank you for all your questions. I hope I was able to answer them. And you guys take care and I'll see you all on our next update. And you guys can also check out the channel for the latest travel updates to the Philippines, immigration, travel tips, and everything. So, malaking tulong ang channel mo. I am a big fan. God bless. Thank you always. Thank you, Miss Valia Elefante. Thank you so much po. Maraming salamat. Thank you, guys. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. Bye-bye.